I'm kind of surprised by Companion. Why? I didn't watch the official trailer. I had no clue that it even existed. I'd seen the teaser trailer quite a few times before other screenings, and I loved that trailer. It did exactly what it was supposed to do. Tease. I had no clue what the film was about and what the potential plot points were going to be. Nothing was given away in the slightest. I'd actually heard from somewhere else what was going on with Sophie Thatcher's character Iris. I did, however, watch that second official trailer on my way home after the screening, and yeah, it gives a lot away. So if you do not want to be spoiled ahead of Companion, do not watch this official trailer because they put way too much in the trailer than you needed to. Just watch the teaser and you'll be good. Companion is about Jack Quaid's character Josh and his girlfriend Iris, who go on holiday with their friends at a lake house where the owner's death sets off a chaotic chain of events in which nobody expects. Like I said a second ago, I only saw the teaser and it had me really hyped for Companion because I had no clue what the film was going to be about. I couldn't even really tell what the genre of the film was going to be. Was it horror? Was it thriller? It was actually a combination of horror, thriller, sci-fi, comedy. There's actually quite a few genres that Companion can qualify for, and the great thing is, it doesn't lose itself amongst that. I don't know if it's because of the 97-minute runtime, but things begin to happen pretty quickly in this. There's about 15 minutes of character relationship establishment where you understand Josh and Iris's relationship and the relationship with their friends. The death happens, and from then, it's fast-paced to the finish line. We don't get many movies now that are just full of energy and full of this pace for this runtime. And even though it's a 97-minute film, it felt so much shorter. The constant surprises and twists along the way and the fast-paced energy really keeps you engaged throughout. I also found myself laughing a lot more than I thought I would be. The humour is sprinkled in really nicely and the timing is impeccable. And the great job by the actors really enhances how comedic this film is. I've seen Jack Quaid before. Not from The Boys, despite everyone telling me that it's one of the best TV shows that has pretty much ever been made. But in a lot of projects, I'm aware of him. I know I like him. And he brings charisma even into this role. And I just want to see more of his stuff now. Luckily, we've got Novocaine out in March, so I don't need to wait too long. But Sophie Thatcher, I haven't seen any of her work before. Heretic is like one of the only semi-big releases from 2024 that I didn't manage to catch. So I would have had my introduction a little earlier. Before the trailer to this, I didn't even know who she was really, but I know now. I was just drawn to her performance. She pretty much steals every scene that she is in. The role is quite complex. There's a lot she needs to do here with how calm Iris acts at times, but also how brutal Iris acts at times, and she gets the perfect balance. I, again with Jack Quaid, really want to see more stuff from Sophie Thatcher. Spoiler warning, I'm going to chat about some of the themes, but to do that, I have to reveal some stuff about the film, so skip to this time if you want to avoid the spoilers. The comment on misogyny and toxic masculine insecurity are at the forefront here, and Josh is playing this role towards Iris. This is why a minute ago I said Jack Quaid brings charisma even into this role, and that sort of helps his point across to come more. These themes aren't buried at all, they're treated very seriously amongst how violent the film can get. And I feel like this is where the film could have failed. I'm sure other films have failed this way. They focus too much on the violence and the brutality that they forget about the message they're trying to put across. It's also shown through the fact that there are two different relationships with the robots in the film that you see. Iris and Jack, where Jack is controlling, manipulative, abusive. I mean, he literally calls her a fuckbot a lot. He blatantly tells her that she's an emotional support bot that fucks. Heavy emphasis on the fuck part. He only sees her for one thing, really. And he only uses her for the greed of stealing a $12 million share from the owner of the lake house. But Patrick and Eli, who are the other relationship, and Patrick is the robot, have a very different relationship. Eli cares for Patrick. He loves him. And when Iris overhears them talking in the woods whilst being chased by everyone, this conversation in which she overhears is when Iris puts more pieces together. That is what their relationship should be. Not the one with Jack. Once she finally managed to break free and think on her own without the influence of Jack and him telling her what he wants, she manages to break out of the mindset of the only important thing is Jack. Nothing and no one else matters. She begins to understand the situation she's in and ultimately who she is. Near the end, when Jack manages to capture her, they have a dinner in which Iris says to Jack, "The days of you controlling me are over." Real badass scene where she finally confronts him about it, and yeah, it was powerful stuff. I'm so glad that January finished off this way. Companion really surprised me with the twists and turns it went under. I had no clue where this was going, and I love this about films. The quick pace, a good amount of horror elements, the humor, the great performances. This could go down as one of the biggest surprises of all of 2025 come next January when I start to make loads of lists. So I'm giving Companion 4 out of 5. It's currently the best film of the year, I would say. We'll come back to that at the end of February, see if it is still in at number 1 as the best of the year. But we'll see. We'll see. If you've seen Companion, let me know what you thought. Did you enjoy it as much as I did? Like and subscribe if you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next.